Important features of a wedding. Everyone's going to remember what flowers you have. Everyone's going to remember the atmosphere that the flowers will create. And there's so many different designs to choose from. I mean, it does really set one wedding apart from another, depending on what designs that you have, the colours that you go for, the way you tie it with the chair covers, all the accessories. So important.
So, a bride wants to get married here. How do they get involved with you? Do you sit down with them?
We certainly do. I mean, we give a bride a consultation. She's under no obligation whatsoever. She'll come into the shop, she'll see the girls, she'll get a feel for us, have a nice cup of tea, sit there and make her feel at home, show her all the portfolio. We've got extensive portfolio of photos, more on the computer, so it's nice when she comes to our shop and sees everything. Our shop's always laid out so beautifully. We've got a variety of colours and flowers depending on season, and that's important as well. Rather than us go to a home with just a little book and our word on what shade this flower is and what shade that flower is, it's nice for us to come to shop and see the flowers put together.
The presence of the old route masters as part of weddings, how popular are they becoming?
They're actually fantastically popular. I think that's because they're different and they're unique. You know, there's a number of different options for people to choose in terms of their travel options to get people from one point to another. And if they're small in number, you know, they've got a number of limousine options that are really fantastic. But if they're large in number, you know, over 30, getting them all into one basket is a really good, cost-effective way to travel. And these route masters, you know, we've got 5 of them on board at London Heritage Travel Limited, and these are long wheelbase which cater for 72 people. And we've got a one short wheelbase which caters for 64. So if you've got a large number of guests, this is the most cost-effective way, and it's unique and fun. I mean, everybody will remember going on the big red bus, you know, when they're travelling in a wedding. And I think people that are involved in the wedding, the bride and the groom and the family, they want their wedding to be remembered. And this is a beautiful way to do that.
Describe what a Saturday morning is like a few hours before the wedding when clients come in.
Very hectic, not so much stressful. The bride seems a bit teary. It's busy for us because obviously we've got bridesmaids, mother of the bride, and everyone seems to come in at the same time, so it can be quite busy.
So it's really important for the team, your team, to really put people at their ease?
It is really, yeah. We try as much as we can to calm it down, so we'll get the champagne out and just talk about the day and how excited they are. A lot of brides are quite tearful as well.
But you and Kelly and the rest of the team, you're pretty calm people, aren't you?
Yeah, we're quite chilled out really. I think we're too laid back sometimes, but no, we are very chilled out, and I think that reflects on the bride as well because they feel comfortable with us.
The daisy cake's one of my latest ones. I actually made that for my cousin's wedding, which took place on Friday here, and I guess that probably took 2 full days, a lot of evenings, staying up very late till about 2:30, 3 in the morning. You know, that's quite labour intensive, something like that. There's a lot of handmade flowers, so on and so forth. Something basic could probably take, I might have to start, say, 2 days in advance, 2-3 days in advance. Of course, with cakes you can't really start anything too far in advance because you've got to make sure that it's actually fresh on the day that it's, you know, that it's cut.
All the cakes that we see here are individualistic, no 2 cakes seem to be the same.
No.
Is that because brides like a variety of different wedding cakes?
Well, I think when you're actually doing an exhibition, you need to try and show as many sort of different genres and types of cakes. Obviously, a lot of my cakes that are on this stall are quite extreme because, you know, you want them to catch people's eyes for starters. You tend to find that a lot of people like something a bit more basic, but it's nice just to give people an idea, even if there's an element of something in there that they like, you know. Sometimes it just gives birth to, you know, a new idea.
A fantastic display and array. These all handmade?
Yes, I make everything myself. I design everything. I've done it for about 20 years now. Each piece I design is inspired by different things I see. Obviously what's in the market at the time, the different types of dresses. But each piece I do make, it's with the client in mind because every person is different. So when they come to me, you look at that person and you listen to what they're saying, you listen to what they want, and you design it to suit them as well. There's no point in you trying to force a design that you like, you do obviously like your designs, but you're making it for that person, that particular person, and how she feels. She's got to feel really comfortable, she's got to feel really good in what she's wearing. And the beauty is they'll bring me a picture of their dress or their wedding outfit, and I will then design the piece for their head, maybe a fascinator or a tiara or a side comb or a band, and I actually design it to suit that person, to match their outfit.
A very, very busy day here at the wedding fair. How much organisation goes into a day like today?
We have 2 fairs a year. Straight after the January-February fair, we start work on the October-November fair. So it's a year's preparation for each fair.
And if somebody's interested, a prospective couple will come in, what happens after that?
Generally, at first, this is just inquiries. They'll have a good look around the hotel today, ask as many questions as they can. If they want to come back for an appointment with one of us, then they're more than welcome to do that. But generally, they get to sit down with one of the coordinators today and find out as much as they possibly can.
And